test on this lie that alcohol is more dangerous than alcohol. Would they rather get on an airplane that is piloted by a 200-pound pilot who had a beer or smoked a joint? Would they rather hire a babysitter who has beers on weekends or is known to smoke marijuana?
Well,
there are not multiple studies from the New England
for myself, I wouldn't want to get on a
medicine.
plane if somebody had done either of those things.
That's kind of the point, isn't
Right,
it?
and that's the argument. We're not saying that people should go out driving or they should go out in erratic behaviors. In fact, alcohol, you're more prone to have a bad behavior, violent behavior under the influence of alcohol than marijuana. And so it's important to note that.
There's not a scientific journal out. There's not a peer-reviewed, serious scientific study that says marijuana is without harm. For him to say it's a little less dangerous than alcohol to a certain consumer is frankly public policy malfeasance and misfeasance.
It's unconscionable that we are putting people in punishment for something like marijuana.
Now let's move from the science of this and let's talking about hard economics. Now Colorado credits legalizing marijuana for a huge increase in their tax base. Now Seth, I want to start with you and get your take on that. I mean, Arizona right now, we've seen, has been tough financially. We've made tough cuts to education and to other areas of state government. Why not create this new revenue generator?
Three reasons, really, Dennis. Thank you. First of all, the revenues in Colorado are coming in far less than promised and expected, first of all. Second of all, here's a thought experiment. Ask any governor in the State of the Union on the alcohol example if they would rather keep the taxes they collect from alcohol or get back all the money the state has to spend in dealing with the problems of substance abuse with alcohol. It's not a close question for them. These tax revenues never meet the damage that the substances wreak on society.
Well, actually,
for every dollar, if I can finish my last sentence, for every dollar that is collected in tax revenue, 10 times is spent by the state in dealing with the substance abuse fallout. Okay. It is not a win situation.
And Carlos, I'm going to give you the last word on this
That's
subject.
a great point about resources. It's crazy that we're using police, law enforcement, our court system to chase people down for marijuana when there's actually violent crimes being committed. There's burglaries, there's theft, there's rape, and yet we're diverting our resources, our money, and all of this stuff towards something that is really a violent, victimless crime. And so we need to really just drive the point that it is safer than alcohol, and it's unconscionable for somebody to go to jail or have punishment for that.
Edible marijuana candies kill. I don't know if you can see the story. It's not a victimless crime. Sorry.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have, but thanks for stopping by. And when we come back, conserving water, new reality for one state, just how much and for how long. But first, drilling down on the idea of giving millions of dollars in taxpayer money to Arizona charter schools is the deuce.